Welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing a tutorial. You get 2-in-1 today, guys. So I just showed you need a comb, a scissors, and I'm using Expression braiding here today, and the number 350. It's a pretty color. It's a color that my friend, it suits her complexion. So what I'm going to be showing you are the 2 ways that I usually stretch my braiding here. Whatever way that works best for you, you can go ahead and work with that way. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the hair in 2 halves. After cutting the hair in 2 halves, I'll show you the easy way first. No, I'm going to show you the way that I think is harder. Then I'm going to show you the easy way. So I'm just pulling out the plait now, guys. Now I'm going to cut it in 2, so we get 2 halves. So this is not what we want. We don't want a blunt cut. Sorry about that. We don't want a blunt cut. So what we're going to do, we have to get the ends uneven. All right. Now I'm unable to actually do so much all at once. So what I do is also to separate the hair. So that is why you get 2 ways in which I normally stretch the hair today. So the first way, I'm going to actually speed up for you because it's a tedious process. So what I'm doing is basically taking small portions of the end of the hair, pulling it to a length that is, not even. So this is what I'm going to be doing until I get to the end of the hair, until I've pulled out everything and it looks uneven. All right, so I'm just gonna have you listen to some music. Please watch closely at what I do next. Okay. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like after you're finished pulling out all that blunt cut here. You're just gonna take the comb and smooth it out a little bit because you want to ensure that the hair is detangled. All right, so what I do is to also wrap the hair, the shorter portion of the hair, around my fingers and to pull down the knotted hair, the longer portion that is so knotted. You want to have that where your fingers could actually pass through it. So I'm just trying to get most of the knots out before combing it in order to get a great grip where most of the hair is not wasted. You want to wrap it around your finger. So I'm just speeding up this process because it's something that you do until you're pleased at the hair. You're pleased with how the ends come out. You're pleased with how your fingers can actually go through the hair without sticking and stuff like that. All right. Guys, I'm not sure if you noticed, but why I say this process is a little bit harder for me is because when you notice when I'm combing it out, it was actually so hard. The comb was sticking in some part of it. That is why I said this way, the way that I showed you just now, is a little bit difficult for me, and that is why I prefer the next way that I will now be showing to you. So this way we're basically pulling the hair in two halves and getting it uneven. So we're just getting it uneven. If you notice the ends, where it starts, yes, so that's what we're doing. So that's the rough length that we want the hair to be. Now what we're doing is that we're taking each time two halves. You're gonna be turning your right hand around to spin the braid. I don't know what that's for, but I always find myself doing that. All right. Oh, and there's something else. Before I started doing this, before I started pulling the hair apart to ensure that it's uneven, I actually combed the hair first. I combed the blunt cut hair first, and then I started to do this part. Now, it's repetitive, so you're going to be seeing this over and over and over until you get what you are looking for. If you notice, some of the hair is actually knotted from time to time. I also use the comb, the part of the comb that has 3 teeth, so I go, yes, to comb it out so it doesn't get knotted on me in the end. So guys, this part is self-explanatory. All you have to do is repeated steps of pulling it apart, because you've already created the length that you want for it. So all you're doing is just pulling it apart, ensuring that you don't have a blunt look, where if you plait the braid, it's going to be pulling out. So guys, we're just gonna speed up this section also. Okay guys, so that's it for now. We've gotten the length that we want. So we've taken this blunt cut braided here, and it looks like this right now. So I've twisted them to get it ready for preparing. Now guys, by the time I got to the last braid in my client's hair, it was around maybe 7 o'clock. I started a few minutes after 11 in the morning. We stopped a bit, you know, we had something to eat. We were also drinking and stuff like that. Now guys, for I don't know, she was laughing at, I think the person I had asked the video was giving her some joke. So what you want to do, you want to start braiding your client's hair first. It's a knotless braid. You want it to appear as if the braid is actually the client's hair. So you don't want a bump or a bulge at the root. So what you do is to start braiding the client's hair first. You braid it around 2 to 3 times, and then you add the braided hair. And what I'm doing here is to put the longer portion under all the hair and gripping it with my tummy finger and the finger next to my tummy finger, holding everything except the one above, where you see right there, I don't know, that part that I just hold. And then I'm leaving the smaller portion under my pinky finger. All right, I'm taking that, I'm putting that smaller portion aside, plaiting once more, and then I'm going to take that small portion and hold on to it. Now the step does not stop here. You need another portion of the braided hair. So next, what we're gonna do, where you just add that small portion of hair, you're gonna now add another strand of hair or another portion of hair with the shorter part under your pinky finger. So I want you to notice, because I have slowed this part down for you to see how I apply the hair, so it gives you that, you know, knotless effect. So here we go, guys. Again, see my pinky finger? That's what I'm doing, putting the smaller portion or the smaller length, the shorter length under my pinky finger, carrying that longer length around where I just took the shorter portion and put from the last strand of hair. I'm starting to braid, leaving that pinky finger portion out of the braiding process for now. And then when I've braided twice, I'm going to now put that smaller portion back under where my tummy finger is holding the braided hair. I don't know if I'm explaining this thing as simple as possible, so that is why I've slowed it down. If you know how to braid hair, to, you know, to plait, then all you want to understand is how you know, put or position the braid itself. All right, so I'm now braiding the hair down. Now the thing is, we don't want the bumps in the plait. We want to ensure that the plait is even, and even if there is a gradual change in size, it's evenly distributed. So right now there is a shorter piece right there that you need a longer length. All right, you see how that neat, guys? I like it. So what I'm doing now is to add the third piece of hair, because I used 3 pieces of hair in total. So I'm adding the third piece of hair on that shorter portion. I'm pulling it to get the longer length on that shorter portion, so all 3 parts are even in length, and the other part is on the next side of the plait. So both at the end of the plait, that's where I add that extra piece. All right, so there are 3 parts of the plait, right? You add the hair over the middle piece and on the end pieces. Guys, I hope you understand this. I don't want to make it complicated. So I'm just gonna continue plaiting. Also, if you're doing natural hair or cream hair, you don't want to have hair sticking out, so you need to have a product to use. So what I did was to have some, you know, edge control. I will be leaving the edge control, the name of the edge control, in my description down below, so you guys could go and check all the products that I use to achieve this knotless box braid. So I add the product because I don't want her hair to be sticking out of the braid. And even when you're trimming the end of the plaits, the individual plaits itself, you don't want to be trimming your client's hair, because that's not healthy. After they're ready to, you know, pull out the knotless braid or any braid, as a matter of fact, they'll notice that the hair is now uneven because you have damaged their end. So they now have to do further, hair therapy or whatever you want to call it. So you ensure that you're using product to hold the hair in the braid, and so that you have something very sleek and neat. Guys, that's really basically it for now. You'll see the end result. Continue listening to the music because music is life. Guys, again, I want to thank you so much for watching. This is what it looks like in the end. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, subscribe, smash that notification bell, slap that notification bell so you will never miss a video once I'm ready to post. Guys, thank you for your support so far, and I hope to see y'all soon.